Spin Ultimate, official sponsor of Rise Up.
Today we'll be talking about handlers working in a vertical stack offense. The handlers are the core of this offense, and they can link attacks down the field by going from one sideline to the other, and also beating poaches or stunts from the defense in the front of the formation. Because vertical stack offenses can be predictable downfield and allow the defense to set up poaches, the handler's job is to move the disc and continually change the angle of attack. By doing so, they can allow the downfielders to work one-on-one instead of having to work against setup or team poaches and switches. How do you want to attack as a vertical stack handler? Well, we need to set up triangles. The importance of the handler triangle is that each of the two cutters always has two different places that they can go. If the defense takes away one, they can go to the other. For the front of the stack handler, those two options are either live side for yardage and an easy throw, or for easy, flippy break throws to quickly move the disc and attack the break side. One break throw can allow us to make a second and a third and beat force one-way defenses. It's also important that you get to positions quickly. Because the thrower has a lot to think about, the mechanics of the throw, the stall count, any calls they might need to make or cutters that they have to communicate with, it's important that the other handlers are in dependable positions so that when the thrower looks to those players, they always have what they're used to seeing. They can at least read the offense and then try to figure out where the defenders are and what's the most open play. The best vertical stack handlers are very successful at driving their defender. Now, they don't have a lot of space to do this, so in one or two jab steps, you're going to have to get your defender thinking about one direction so that you can take the other, or even go past them if they're not thinking about that direction enough. Now, to really practice this well, we need to practice in ways that make us make game decisions. So we're going to do the 3-on-3 randomizer drill. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the disc somewhere out in this field, and I'm going to call out a mark for the defense. The offense is going to have to form their triangle, and they're going to have 5 seconds to start the play going back to a handler. So now they're actually making game decisions about where to run. For the first set, I'm going to tell one player, Nina, that she's going to pick up the disc, and then later we can work up to any player picking up the disc, and we have to adjust to it. So it's more like a game fast break. We're going to start with the defense forcing backhand, and the offense, Nina's going to pick up the disc, Hallie's going to go to the dump, and Nelson's going to go to the front of the stack. Ready? Go. Good, and freeze it right there. Now, our problem is that we've set up flat, and the reason we don't like that as much is that you're not going to have much angle to go upfield, and you're going to be forced to come back. So where do I want you to set up? 45, and with enough room. Good. Ready, and disc in. Good. Defense is force forehand. Offense ready? Go. Hallie to your right. Good. 45 degrees, line up. Nels, get to the front of the stack. Good. Good. Okay. Defense force forehand. Offense ready? Go. Good. Excellent. Nicely done. In working on the vert stack handler set, we want to practice hustling to the right positions to set up our triangle. We know what to do in the triangle, but we have to get there efficiently. To do that, we're going to use the 3-person weave to work on this. Now, with the disc starting in the middle with Knut, his first cut is going to be for a swing. Justin's going to make a swing cut by coming all the way across his face and going back out to the sideline. This is just to move the disc side to side. Now, someone who's not the thrower, the third handler is going to need to get to an upfield position, charge, and come back for this dump. While he does this, Knut's going to get around the play, get across his face, and come for the next swing. Good. And now you have charge and dump Good. And swing. Next dump. And swing. Good. Next dump. And swing. Good. Will you guys come back and do that one more time? Okay, game speed. Here we go. Good. And swing. Charge and hit this dump. We're dumping and swinging to the far side of the field. This will set us up to dump and swing. Coming back. Good. And swing. We want to hustle early in a way that gets us to a position so we can see our defender and shake them off. We're going to use the three-person weave to put a defender in a position where they have two things to guard, and we can choose either one we want. So now Eric's going to try to guard Khalif. Khalif's going to have two options at each point, and he's going to take whichever one is most open. Ready? Go. Good swing cut. Good. You'll notice that every one of these receivers is catching the disc and looking up the field. Because in a game, we're not just gonna dump and swing and dump and swing, we're gonna dump, swing, attack. Dump, swing, attack. Dump, swing, attack, and every one of our throwers is seeing their options. Good, coming back. Gonna get Khalif in a tough position, yeah. Good. Excellent, guys, nicely done. Let's go back. Now that we've practiced the cuts, we can start adding defenders so we can be making the right decisions. It's not enough to have the footwork. We need to use the correct footwork depending on what each defender is doing. Now, this is a very difficult drill because the offense doesn't have downfielders to use. They're going to try to do the dump and swing, three-person weave as much as they can, and break the pattern when you have an available option. With three defenders, we're gonna have to really work to get to position early. You can't just jog there, you have to hustle there, and that's gonna allow you to have two different options. Okay, let's go three-person weave against three defenders. What's important in this drill is really that we get across the thrower on every swing. That's gonna, in games, get us to the right position for our triangle. Good. Good. Drive and attack. Good. And Khalif is already hustling to his next spot. Good. Good. Way to hustle to your spot. Yep. There we go. Nicely done. You'll know that you're running vertical stack handler triangles well if you are in position by stall 3 for every thrower. Now, this is difficult. The disc is going to be moving side to side, and smart handlers aren't going to get to the right spot by pure speed. They're going to do it by anticipating and moving while the disc is still in the air. If you want to be the best possible vert stack handler, try to be within 2 or 3 yards of your final position for every throw before the thrower comes to rest, before they even have a pivot foot. If you can do that, it's easy to make the fine adjustments that can really get you open against tough defenders. You'll also know that you're doing this well if you're setting yourself multiple angles to throw and multiple angles to cut. Once or twice a game, you should find that you have an easy live side move from one of these handler positions. Often good defenders take away the live side, but not always. And if you're in the right position, you can take advantage of these lapses. Look for an easy goal or an easy upline move per game as an indicator that you're setting your triangle well.